Hello. I am so excited to walk you through my week one project on CSC 341 web services. I'm here to walk you through the entire development process of my Node.js RESTful API and show you how I integrated MongoDB and explain how I deployed the project on my render. In here, you'll find my GitHub account where I stored my source code. I created a repo and named it CSC341 project, as you can see. And the repo is organized into folders like the route, the controller, the database. I began by initializing the project with npm install. I was able to install core dependencies like the Express for handling server routes, MongoDB to connect with MongoDB, and I created a file called .env where I was able to store my MongoDB URL on my man to manage environment variables. Here you find my package.json file. You can see I added a start and dev script. The dev script uses NodeMon for hot reload while developing. For data storage, I connected the API to MongoDB Atlas. To ensure security, I saved sensitive credential on my env, which is included on .githner file to prevent accidental commits to my GitHub account. This practice safeguards my database connection details. I also went on to create a database.js file on that data, and I configured the MongoDB client using native drive. And I also created two main endpoints in my route, the index.js file and the user.js files, which are both connected to my server.js file to be able to get contacts, return a list of all contacts, and return a single contact by ID. The logic of this endpoint is handled in my controller file, my controller database, where I included a user.js file. I used it to be able to access the collection and to query it using my MongoDB built-in method. For example, this is how I was able to fetch how I fetch all contacts, and yeah, this is how I was able to fetch all contacts. And I was also able to handle invalid objects IDs and database errors gratefully. I'll go on to show you my MongoDB account. I was able to create a cluster successfully, and I included my contact ID, all my contact information on projects. So after I was finally done with that, I finally deployed the project on Render. I connected my GitHub repo and set up a web service with the following setting. I started the command using my npm start. As you can see here, you can find that my project is deployed, successfully deployed live. And in here, my environment variable, you can find my MongoDB URL. And my auto deploy on push was successfully enabled too. And here, while I test my the API is now live on my render link. So when I test it, it takes me to, okay, it's actually loading. I am so sorry. Let me just go straight here. It takes me to a code I wrote on my index.js file. You can see welcome to the API documentation. And when I include slash users, my contacts on my MongoDB account, here, I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. I'm so lost. So when I users, I'm so sorry. It shows me the list of contacts inside my MongoDB contact list here. I am so glad that this wraps up my week one project for CSC 341. And like I said, you can find the full code on my GitHub repo, and also feel free to test the live API on my render link. Thanks for watching.